What's up, y'all? Thanks so much for tuning in and checking out today's video. I appreciate you guys joining me today. And if you haven't already, please be sure to go ahead and like, share, comment. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe. Go ahead and subscribe. So today, I want to really just share conversation, or not share the conversation, but I really want to just talk about the essence of a few conversations I've been having with several people recently on my podcast, which is SOB Style of Business, the podcast. If you haven't already, feel free to go check that out. It is on Apple and Google and Spotify, all those places. So it's SOB Style of Business, the podcast. But I really want to talk about some of the discussions that we have been having specifically in regards to creativity and following your passion and doing things that you really care about. And one of the latest discussions that I had with a guy was pretty much he was talking about how he felt like his dream was pretty much dead. Like it wasn't going to happen. It was not going to unfold in the way that he had envisioned, and that things just did not look like he had intended them to, even though he had been putting in the work. He had been keeping the faith. He had been, just making sure that his vision was aligned to what he was interested in. And when things started to come together, like I said, it didn't look like it was going to happen for him. What ended up happening was it was better than what he expected it to be. It wasn't specifically what he wanted, but what it did was the goal that he was looking to achieve, it actually opened up the door to more possibilities beyond what he initially intended. And the only thing that he had to do was to be patient. He had to wait. He had to continue to put in the work, even though it did not look like things were going to pan out and, be in his favor. And so I just want to come in and offer a couple of words of encouragement to anybody who's listening to just, sometimes we don't see what's going on behind the scenes. I mean, we can't know everything, right? Because when you think about it, if you knew that things were going to happen, especially if you knew that they were going to happen in your favor, in the manner that you would like them to happen, you wouldn't put in the work. You wouldn't care about getting up early in the morning and sending that extra email, or, making that phone call to make that sale, or if it's a fitness goal, you wouldn't worry about going to the gym. So it's just a reminder for you to make sure that you are not always looking for the materialization of a goal or of a dream. In other words, just keep putting in the work. Keep putting in the work and just trust that things are going to happen for you, probably even better than what you expected. And so we've had, several of these conversations on the podcast have really been about using your creative talents and your gifts, and really just, trusting that what you envision for yourself is always going to supersede anything that anybody can set out for you. Like sometimes we have situations to where people, they suggest different career fields for us, or different hobbies and goals and things like that they think we would be good at. But I just always like to reiterate the fact that you can take ideas and suggestions, right? But at the end of the day, it all boils down to who you are, and it is your life. And it's up for you to decide. And I feel like, I always say this, like the dissatisfaction comes from not being fulfilled. And that unfulfillment just stems from not following your inner voice, not following your intuition, not following your God-given talents, gifts, and abilities. And it's something that I'll continue to preach, and it's something that I'm passionate about because I've experienced this firsthand. And as I continue to, just kind of learn more and journey through the mission and purpose that I have, I want to be sure that, the things that I know and the things that I'm learning that I share with others, I know that it can be of help and assistance to somebody, even if it's only one person. So to bring it all back, basically what I'm saying is sometimes if you have a vision, right? I don't care if you knew when you were 7 years old that you wanted to be a doctor, a nurse, or maybe you wanted to be a football player, NFL, or whatever. Even if you get to a point in your life and your career where it does not seem that it's going to be likely for you, you have to think to yourself, why would I still have this desire, this interest, this passion to go in this direction for so long to have it not be fulfilled? And in knowing that, to me, that's just like an extra nudge for you to continue to move forward. It may not be on a huge platform as you think it might be. It might be where you're serving a smaller community. But even at the end of the day, you are still being of service and you are using your gift. So just make sure that you kind of loosen up on the expectations of what you feel like it should be, and just be open to opportunities and possibilities. That's one of the greatest things that we can do for ourselves, and it just reduces the stress and just allows you to really be creative and tap into your inner power and allow you to be free to really express the things that, the attributes and the inspirations that you want to give back to the world. So just make sure you're mindful of that. Be patient. Be patient with your dream. Be patient with your goal. Don't let up on it. Just continue to move forward. Just take one step, rinse and repeat, and keep going. And so, I just want to inspire you guys to make sure that you stick to your vision and make sure that you prioritize what you're doing without expectations, because at the end of the day, if you wake up, that's just another day to put that energy towards it. I mean, you're going to be here anyway, right? So you may as well just do what it is that makes you happy. All right, so that's today's chat. I appreciate you guys tuning in. And like I said, if you haven't already, go ahead, like, share, comment, subscribe. Also, check out my podcast. It's SOB, Style of Business Podcast. It is available, like I said, Apple, Spotify, Google, all the major streaming platforms. And then also, if you are interested in any entrepreneurial content, inspirational content, PR, publicity, or if you're interested in anything like creative strategy and, just kind of talking and planning through your goals, feel free to reach out. You can reach me on my website at Keetria.com.